Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button and the like button, and please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mag. Michael Fassbender for Reverse Flash in Andy Muschietti's Flashpoint movie. Michael Fassbender is actually following Ray Fisher and Zack Snyder over on Vero. So that's a link, an interesting link. It doesn't really mean anything to a point, but everyone's talking about this. So you're all wondering how I feel about Fassbender as an actor. Well, Fassbender is a brilliant actor. Michael is just absolutely fantastic, and he brings menace to every role he plays. He would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, I personally wasn't looking at him. I was maybe looking at someone we don't really know to play the part. But along with Michael Shannon as Zod, along with Patrick Wilson as Orm, I do feel that this would be another great villain casting addition that Zack's really pulled off. And yes, I welcome it. Now, look, we're just adding 2 and 2 together and getting to 5 or maybe 3.5. We don't know, but it is looking interesting there. And as I say, these announcements are more, the place you need to be at is the DC fandom, because that's the place we're going to get these exciting announcements. I hope if the DC fandom is a success, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be, that this can be our Comic-Con every summer and they can do it. Maybe they can do it at a dome or something. How exciting would that be? Or could they do it digitally for free? Who knows? But I'll tell you something. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And I just think that Michael Fassbender was amazing as Magneto. Some of his choices in roles and jobs that he's picked lately haven't been great and hasn't really worked out for him. But he's a fine actor and he will be a brilliant Reverse Flash. What he does is he dominates the screen, and that's important for a villain. Shannon did it. Patrick Wilson did it as Orm as well. And I think to a point, Ewan McGregor did it as Black Mask in Birds of Prey. So, as I say, another great added addition. But I will say, for me personally, I think that Michael Shannon's performance as Zod was amazing. I thought Patrick Wilson was amazing as Orm. I do like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, but he does, amazing performance. But I think in terms of what Wilson did and what Shannon did, for me that was really earth-shattering and historic in terms of supervillain performances. Eisenberg's a really great actor and he did a really good job, but they're my favourites, to be honest with you, especially when we're talking about the DCEU. So, yes, Fassbender will be a great choice. It will be the right decision, and Zack doesn't really make many mistakes here. Why am I talking about Zack doing the casting rather than Andy Muschietti? Well, Andy Muschietti is a director who's been brought in by Walter Hamada because they've worked together before at New Line Cinema. But in terms of creatively and these big decisions, we're going back to the original plan. As I've been saying all day today, I've made a lot of videos today because there's a lot to talk about with what's going on with DC Film, the DCEU, this roadmap that's going to be revealed at the DC Fandom by Walter Hamada. So, a really vital and exciting time for all DC fans. And I've mentioned this a few times, of course. It's not just about the DCEU fans. It's about everyone. And I just feel that this is the thing that's setting up something really special. And I do believe this Flash movie is becoming something really, really special. And you talk about a Flash movie and that's going to hype everyone up because there's so much potential. Time travel, the Speed Force, everything about what involves with the Flash stories and the Flash family. If you've ever read the graphic novels or the comics, right, it's just so big, and it's just so kind of timey-wimey in a way, like a Doctor Who reference if you want. But it does tickle those geek and nerds' sensibilities and excitement of the stuff that I want to see and the kind of casting we want to see is fassbender. Again, we do not know if this is true, so take it with a pinch of salt. But it's looking more and more likely that Michael Fassbender will be cast as Eobard Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash. And as I say, perfect casting. But I want you to comment down below, like, share and subscribe. I want to know what you think about this. But I would expect at DC Fandom for this guy to be cast as Reverse Flash. And I think it's a solid piece of casting. See you again soon.